Good day, everyone. So does everybody know that the United States of America's natal astrology chart is having its first Pluto return? Oh my goodness sakes. And so guess what? None of us would know what that really feels like, although we've been in it in the United States for a couple of years. And if you look at the United States of America's chart, we are a sun sign of Cancer, and that is also with a Sagittarius rising. We have Pluto in Capricorn in the second house of money. And when the Declaration of Independence was formed, July 4th, 1776, this is the chart. And so none of us would know what it feels like for a Pluto return because we'd have to be superhuman and be 240, 50 years old, because Pluto takes 248 years. Can you imagine? To get around every single constellation. So when Pluto arrives, Pluto doesn't mess around, because why? It takes him so long to visit. And his next visit is going to be 240, 50 years away in Capricorn. And so let's look at the United States' chart more in this aspect. Pluto in Capricorn, in the second house, the Taurus house, the money house. What are the energies at play? Let's break it down here. So Pluto is the natural modern day ruler of Scorpio energies. That's at play. You've got Capricorn, and that energy, Saturn reports to Capricorn. And then you've got the second house, which is the Taurus house, which is the Venus house. And the Capricorn house energy would be the midheaven, or the 10th house. And the Scorpio energy is that 8th house energy. So let's look at it, combine it all. What's at play here? What's getting ready to change? What has to change? What needs to be bulldozed and rebuilt? What needs to die so it can be revived? What needs to be remodeled? What needs to be transformed? So let's see. So let's start with Pluto energies, 8th house energies, Scorpio energies. That's an energy of transformation, endings, intense emotions, obsessiveness, jealousy, death and dying, the IRS, the taxes you owe, the taxes you pay, bankruptcy, credit card debt, sex, psychotherapy, detectives, the death and dying energies, obsessiveness, jealousy. That's at play. Add the Saturn, Capricorn, midheaven, 10th energy, and you've got Lord of Karma in the government, in the CEO, in the corporation, in how we work, our structures. Authority energy is in there being transformed. Add the money house, bank and bankings, Taurus energies, the voice, sensuality, money, how we make our money, how we spend our money, how we save our money, our voice. Do we have a voice in this matter? Are we patient? Are we stubborn? Are we going to go to Bitcoin? Are we going to cryptocurrency? Are we going to go to using our smartphone for all of our money transactions now while we're in the Pluto return? I don't know. Are we? Could happen. So what does it all mean? Basically, there's a lot of energy here, folks. Lots. So there are changes, of course, right now at play today with COVID-19. It's March, 28th, 2020? And all these energies at play correspond to the Pluto return on some level. So as a collective, we're all in this, watching this, observing this from our homes, from where we feel safe, from whatever is happening in your life. And so, yeah, the changes are here. They have to happen around money, material wealth, credit cards, lines of credit, debt, bankruptcies, taxes, the IRS, the government, corporations, spending money. Are we generous with our money, or are we tight-fisted? How much money do we need? How many houses do we need? Do we need 5 houses when some people don't even have one? Do we need 10 cars when some people don't even have one? What are we going to do about all this? We got the super uber wealthy, powerful people in this mix. Uber wealthy. You got the CEOs' salaries at play here. The uber wealthy people at play here. The banks, the banking industry at play here. And we are looking at this as a collective and saying, you know what? It's time to change, folks. Time to change. Time to change. Because lots of the collective is really tired of the greed and the corruption and the deception and the lack of transparency and the high interest rates and the high salaries some of these big shots make, so to speak. Now listen, I'm not knocking big shots. I'm not knocking anybody in this audio. But I'm just saying, that's at play, folks. That's at play. Things need to get a little more in balance with money and money management, and who's got the money, and who's making the money, and who's spending the money, and who's generous with the money, and who's donating the money, and what are the taxes that we need to pay, and what's the government going to do to help us? Is the government working locally, nationally? How's it working for us in the United States? What happened? What was the energy that led up to the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776, when this chart was formed with the sun sign of Cancer and a Sag rising and Pluto and Capricorn in the second house? What energies had to happen, folks? Those are the energies at play now. And by the time Pluto does the exact conjunction, which will be in 2022, all this stuff going on that we're seeing, along with coronavirus, that's playing out, is going to be changed. It is. It's happening right now. And so I'm going to end there because, you know what? It's a lot of energy to really grab a hold of and understand, and how it's affecting each one of you, besides as a collective, is in your own natal chart. So you would look at, where do you carry Capricorn energy at 24, 25, 26, 27 degrees of Capricorn energy? Where do you carry that in your chart? Is it your rising sign? Is it your first house, second, third, IC, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, midheaven, descendant? Where is it? Well, that is the house that's being ignited for you. You. Well, all the Pluto return in the United States is playing out. So don't be surprised if you hear things have ended and new things have begun, or there's destruction, because it's in there. This is all the energy. So have a voice, have your own back, and the reproductive system is also at play here. So maybe there will be a baby boom. I don't know. Pluto rules the reproductive system. Saturn rules backbones and teeth. Venus rules our voice. Focus on these areas as well. Make sure everything is in good condition. I'm not a medical doctor, but these are the energies that these planetary influences and signs and houses rule. Enjoy observing the United States of America's first ever Pluto return. It won't be back for another 240, 50 years. This is historic. It is. So I'll talk to you soon.